Hi. I totally whiffed yesterday. I forgot to post audios. My bad. But I'm making up for it for today. I am going to be posting this audio, another audio on Patreon, of course. So, little segue there. I got a Patreon. I don't write these things out. I am improvising. I'm sorry, this is already very jumbled, but hey, I'm sticking with this take. You know what? Whatever. People like it when I rant, so hey. Yeah, Patreon in the description. If you're wondering what the Patreon offers for only $5 a month, you get access to a metric ton of exclusive audios. You get access to Thursday polls, which I will be posting today, even though I posted audios today. You also get access to the audio on Patreon I'm posting today, along with this one. I don't know what it is yet, but I'll record it in a few minutes, so we'll see. And you also get access to the Discord, which is very nice, very lovely people. I made some wonderful friends on that Discord. There are some lovely, lovely people there. Some amazing individuals. So, if that interests you, link in the description for the Patreon. Check it out if you want. But if not, totally okay. I'm going to still be posting YouTube videos, and if that's enough for you, you don't want to give me money, that's fine. I don't want your money if you don't want to give it. Now, without further delay of my innate ramblings, enjoy the audio. Hello, my love. Yes, I have returned from the curse. That is my workplace. Yeah. Sorry I couldn't come home earlier. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that needed moving in the, yeah. So I needed to stay a little later. Yeah. I'm the big 6'5" guy. That works out a lot, so they're like, hey, over here, help us move some stuff. I'm like, this is my job, I can't really say no, can I? Yeah. Oh, man. Anyway, how has today been? Yeah? Okay, good. Good. No kicks? Alright. Have you eaten? Okay, how much? Nah. Enough is not a valid metric, okay? I need specificity here, baby. I know the last thing you're gonna do here is not eat, because I know usually being pregnant makes you a bit hungrier, but like, I just want to make sure. Being pregnant is like, it's all the freaking chemicals, the hormones. Who the frick knows what it could do to you? It's different for everybody, and I just want to make sure you are okay and getting the proper fuel that you need, getting all the appropriate affection that you need. That part I'm more confident in, because I'm directly responsible for that. Unless I don't provide enough. Okay, just making sure. You never know. You never know. I know sometimes it's hard to voice those issues. If I'm ever not supportive enough, baby, if I am ever not supportive enough, you let me know. Okay? I know I got a job, and I know I've got a lot of stuff on my plate, but that doesn't excuse me for being a bad husband. Does it? No, it does not. Have you eaten dinner yet? Okay. Yeah, I know it's early, but still. Yeah, sometimes it's nice to eat dinner early. Sometimes I'll just whip something up and eat at like 4. You know this. Yeah. So I'm just like, you know what? And a light lunch. Screw it. I'm hungry now. I mean, like, hey, it's better to eat earlier than later. Doesn't keep you up, doesn't keep you from getting good sleep. I don't know. Why does it? I think it's like the digestion process. It takes a lot of a lot of stuff, and your body's just like, I gotta focus on this. We can't really rest right now, and your body's just like, I want to sleep. I know I asked already, but you pinky promise. You pinky promise you had an okay day today. Okay. I'm just making sure, I've never been in this situation before, and I want to support you as much as I physically can. And I know I'm not here all day, but I try, And I know you're still trying to work, but like, I still just want to check in, make sure you're doing okay. If I could be with you 100% of the time, I would. 100% would. I just want to make sure you're taking it easy. We're taking all the protocols we need to. It is a lot of stuff, isn't it? We gotta keep track of a lot of crap. Yeah. How's the morning sickness, by the way? It's good today? Good. Okay, good. I hate... God. Yeah, I know. That is... I've had morning sickness a few times, but, like, it has been consistent with you, and, God, I hate that. I really do. God, that is awful. I'm so sorry, baby. Hey, it's at least a little better today. We're getting there, baby. The torture is getting close to over. Well, then there's the birthing process, and... That is scary. It's very scary. I know it. I mean, from what the physician told us, you should be good, all things considered. Shouldn't really be complications, but like, it's such a complex process. Ugh. And I'm gonna hate seeing you in that much pain. I really will. God, I hate seeing you in pain at all, let alone like that. Ugh. I will try to be with you through that entire process, okay? I promise. I promise. And to think there are some guys that say getting kicked in the nards is more painful than giving birth. I am just like, buddy, okay. Sure, getting kicked in the nards, I think there was a study a while ago that said it might be pain. Like, it's such a hard metric to compare to, It's like, I think there was something that said it might just barely tip over the scales and be slightly more painful. But I'm just like, but being kicked in the nards doesn't last for like 4 hours, Like, there's a lot more to that experience. And like, still, like, it's just, there's so many guys that are like, period cramps, try getting kicked in the nuts. Buddy, do you get kicked in the nuts repeatedly for like a week straight every month? I don't think so. Period cramps are like hell on earth. Can you at least respect it a little bit? Come on now. Ugh. It's like a whole thing, I don't mean to disvalue the pain men go through. Because there is that, Like, yeah. Men definitely go through some pain. And like sometimes that's disvalued by the general public, Because, like, there's been a lot of studies that show, like, men are by far, like, the loneliest they've ever been, And it's like, it was something about how, like, there's so many people that focus on, the mistreatment of women, the mistreatment of, minorities and all that. And men are just kind of, like, left in the dust, and there's not really a lot of focus being put on them. And as a result, they're kind of just being thrown by the wayside a little bit, It's like, so many women have the outlook of, like, all men are pigs, or all men are, got something going on, all men are a-holes, and it's like, no, that's not remotely true. a lot of guys suck, but like, if you want to create an environment where like guys can be good guys, like, don't just say we're all terrible people. You know what I mean? Like, that's not going to create an environment for men, young men, to grow into mature adults who respect women. Like, I try my best to really respect women. I respect the experiences and the pain of being a woman, because ugh, it is a lot. And also, misogyny, it happens in all forms. It's hard to escape sometimes, and being a woman's hard. It takes that understanding. It's stupid to act like, women don't go through a lot, because they do. Look at you. You're damn pregnant. That alone is insane to me. There's a baby inside you. What the frick? How's that happen? Actually, I know how that happened. I was a part of how that happened. But it's still crazy. Biology is weird. But, still, like, again, it's sort of been like, this progressive idea of how women, need to be treated more like people, which I'm all for, absolutely. Yeah, women should not be paid less for doing the same job. The fact that still happens in some places is ridiculous. They deserve respect. They deserve courtesy, all that. But it just kind of like leaves men in the dust sometimes. And, we're still kind of just in that stereotype of like, oh, you gotta be strong, you gotta be stoic, you gotta be silent about the things that you're going through. And as a result of like, a lot of women kind of being turned against us because of, a lot of the movements bringing light to like some of the pigs that exist in the male genome. It's kind of like, I get why a lot of women don't trust men. It's 100% valid. Be cautious no matter where you are. Absolutely. But, the first person who has ever complimented me IRL unprompted was you. Yeah, I really don't get complimented that much. I try to be nice and like, I hold open doors, but like, I'll just get like, a thank you or whatever, but it feels like just like I gotta bore through life, and I can't show weakness because, like, you're a man. You gotta tough it through, and it's like, ugh. Being my weird neurodivergent self made making friends even harder, so the loneliness was kind of hard to overcome for a lot of life, It made a lot of things hard. And, there's also this idea that I saw that, the whole loneliness and, like, men being kind of left in the dust is what's kind of pushing us to be more right-wing, But I'm just like, ugh, I hate politics so much. I hate them. Ugh. Politics, ugh, they're just so ridiculous. So many things that shouldn't be political issues. Ugh. It's like, I get that, the feminist movement is for women, but, like, if there was, like, what would the adjacent of a feminist movement be for men? What would that be? Feminine. Masculine. Masculist? That doesn't sound right. But let's go with it. If there was like a masculine movement, it'd be like, ew, you're trying to be like, what is wrong with you? Like, what do you do? It's like, no. I'm trying to stand up for how men suffer. It's like, I feel like it's kind of let go nowadays. That's not to disvalue how women suffer, because, like, again, like, you are a great example. You have gone through periods basically all of your life. That's hell on earth, and I am sorry about that. If I could, I would take half of that away from you. All of it, if I could, honestly. I'd go through periods for you. Babe, absolutely. I see the horridness that is periods. Especially the cramps. Oh my god. Sometimes I'll just catch you doubled over and it breaks my heart. I would 100% take that pain for you. Oh, it'd kill me, absolutely. I'm not saying that it would be easy for me to take. I'm just saying I want to take a bit of the pain off your back, Yeah. And, being pregnant, it brings a lot of stuff to the table, doesn't it? Oof, I have gone on many forums, read many books, been told much advice from various people, including my parents. It's like, everyone's got a list of like what not to do, but no one's telling you what you should do. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't do this with the baby, you can't do that with the baby, you can't do this with the baby, you can't do that with the baby. So what should I do? Oh, well, it depends. Like, what do you mean? What? You have this whole laundry list of what I shouldn't do. What should I do? Like, what's stuff that works? Ugh. Yeah. It's a whole thing, I don't know. I think eventually, because, like, the thing is, men aren't really people who would, like, kind of stand out and be like, hey, we're suffering too, It's like, ironically, like, the YouTube video that brought this to light for me was made by a woman, not a man. She was like, yeah, men are kind of suffering nowadays, It's like, yeah, they kind of are. It's a weird world we live in, There's all, like, again, there's work that needs to be done in all sectors, but it's just weird because, like, I know men are not going to be the type that are like, we got to stand up for ourselves, they're just like, whatever, we got to deal with it, because that's just kind of the mentality that's been reinforced. It's reinforced on me, and I'm not even, like, that toxically masculine. Still, it's just like, it kind of comes with the role sometimes, and it hurts. It doesn't feel nice. Yeah, well, you made all the loneliness worth it. You did. Oh yeah, I am glad that of all people in this world, I managed to wife you up. Now that I'm just kind of rambling, can I be honest? The kid scares me. If I'm completely frank with you, the kid scares me. Well, it's for a lot of reasons. Like, I'm not saying I don't want to have them. Absolutely not. But, I'm scared I'm just not going to be a good father. I'm scared that I'm going to mess the kid up. I'm scared that parenting's weird, isn't it? Because, like, sometimes my parents, like the whole thing that we've had. Sometimes I feel like there's just that generational divide, Like, they physically can't understand some of the things that I'm going through because it's just, society's evolved so much. And I don't want to leave our kid feeling like that, I want to understand him. I want to be there for him. I want to be there to help him through these little things. I want him to talk to me, I guess just being a parent kind of makes it easy to, have this divide between you and your kid. I guess it's natural, but I'm also worried I'm just going to mess him up, I don't want to give him any trauma, because my parents were great. I love them to death, but, in therapy I still talk about them sometimes, because it's like that quote from Ted Lasso. Your parents screw you up. They don't mean to, but they do. In some way. They do kind of the same screw ups that their parents did and put in a little extra. Just for you. You just kind of have to work around it, I don't think any parent will. I mean, some parents are awful, obviously, but I don't think most parents that are there and trying to be good people intentionally try and mess up their kids, but it happens, It's gonna happen. And maybe going into it expecting that, maybe that's a good idea. To be like, yeah, we're gonna probably screw this kid up in a few ways. I mean, I don't want to, obviously, but, it's probably gonna happen. Oh, boy. Yeah. I am excited, though. You are gonna make a wonderful mother. And I hope I'll make an okay dad. Yeah, I've been told that. It's weird. I've been told multiple times that I have quote unquote dad energy. I'm not a father, so I don't know how that works. But yeah, apparently I have a lot of dad energy. It's weird. Comes in handy, I guess. Especially for this. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. Especially for those first few years. Goodbye, consistent sleep. Ugh, that's gonna be awful. Ooh, but hey, I'm wanting to go through this road with you. You are the woman I love, and I already love this little piece of crap in you. I love him. We don't even know his gender yet. I just refer to him as an M. I don't mean to assume the gender. Don't get into that crap. I really mean an M, not a him. You know, like a what's up with him, not him. You know, I'm trying to be gender neutral, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm fine with a boy or girl. I'm just worried with a girl I won't be able to really help with like the whole, especially when the periods start. That's gonna be a nightmare for me. I'm just like, she's like, Dad, it started. I'm just like, oh, what do I do? I don't want to be one of those dads that's just like, go talk to your mom. You know, I want to help her through it. You know, I don't want to be that useless dad that's just like, oh, lady stuff, talk to the woman in the family. You know, because like, I don't want to put all that responsibility on you. Just like, you know, I hope that you'd be able to help the guy with like the boy, if it's a boy. Like, what are these feelings? You know, like, I mean, obviously, you know, I will happily handle like the man talks. You know, like, ugh, yeah. How are we gonna explain homosexuality to him? That thought just popped in my head. How are we gonna explain the whole LGBTQ thing? Because like, you know, there's a lot of stuff that's like, you know, you shouldn't tell them because it's gonna make them gay. It's like, A, I don't care if they are. B, no, it's not. It just kind of happens. You know, it's gonna happen one way or another. But like, you know, I mean, who knows? Maybe some certain environments can foster certain sexualities, but you know, it's a crapshoot. Who knows how it's gonna happen? Brain development's tricky, and you know, kid turns out gay, pan, straight, ace, demi. Who knows? It's a whole spectrum. Nah. I'm up for whatever the kid's into, you know? I'm okay if he brings home a man, or if it's a girl, I'm okay if she brings home a girl. She brings home a non-binary person. I don't care. She loves him. Hey, it's whatever. It's gonna be weird. Maybe, like, maybe just, like, talking about it, like, you see that guy over there? He's into boys. And sometimes, you know, boys can be into boys. Boys can be into girls. You know, slowly explain it, you know. Just explain it through romance, obviously. Like, so many people are like, you're going to tell your child that men sleep with men? Like, no. We're going to explain it through romance first. Because that's just kind of how you do it at first. Because they don't have an understanding of what sex is at first. You know? So it's like, yeah. Boys are into girls usually, but sometimes boys can be into boys. You know, it can go many ways. It's like, and if they're like, you know, maybe I'm into boys. It's like, maybe you are, but like, you know, let's not put a label on it. This is something that's gonna take a while for you to like really experience, you know, and like figure out. It's not something you're just gonna know straight away, buddy. You know, it's like something that you kind of have to develop. And then, hey, we're here for you, and we support you no matter what you go into. You know. Maybe not that blunt, but it's complicated. I don't know. It's scary bringing a kid into this screwed up world of ours, you know. But I want to. I do. I'm scared for the future though, because like, God, it's so hard. Money is such a thing. I'm buying a house. God, everything's so expensive now. Inflation's such a son of a B word. Oh man, politics. Ugh. such a disgusting old thing, but hey, we'll try and navigate it, you know. I mean, our parents had to do the same thing with us. You know, we just gotta try our best, do what we can. The important thing is we're both here, you know. We're both here trying to support the kid. Maybe more than one kid. Who knows? As of right now, I'm like, the pregnancy alone, it's like, ugh, this has been a lot. What's the kid gonna be like? I've heard a lot of parents describe it as, having a child is both the best and worst thing you can do to yourself. And I'm like, yeah, I can see that. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. I'm ready for whatever this is going to bring us, you know. Because I got you. I got the woman of my dreams with me. And you got me. I am ready for whatever challenges this little booger's gonna bring us. Yeah. God, there's so many things I'm worried about, but hey, gotta think about the joyous stuff too. You know, being able to see him or her, or who knows what they are down the line. They, all of the genders, none of them, some of them, who knows? Who knows? They, I guess we'll just go with for now, until we know the actual gender. They are going to be like, you know, seeing them draw for the first time, seeing them see the first word. Between us, who do you think he's going to say first? Mom or dad? What do you think he's going to say first? My vote's on dad. I think mom's just harder to say. Mom. Did. Because, like, all you gotta do for dad is, like, press the tongue to your roof of your mouth. D. And then put it back. D. 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 It's a very simple noise. But mom, you gotta get the lips involved. Mom. It's a similar process, sure, but, like, dede, 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 mom. It's, you know, it just takes so much more muscles to say mom, but dede, 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 dede. There's so many variations of dada, you know. Mom is very specific. I think he's gonna say dad first. We'll see. We'll see. I'm scared, but I'm excited too. I'm excited that no matter what, I'm going through this with you. I'm going through this with the woman I love most in my life. Thank you for choosing me. You could have very easily just, like, fallen out of love and just been like, you're not really my type, you know? But thank God you didn't. Because, Jesus, man, I am so in love with you. So gosh darn in love with you. And then I am scared out of my mind, but I'm also ready to start this new chapter of our life together. I love you, baby. I love you, my love.